Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I have something so special to share with you. The first time ever getting to this high of a stage in World Boss since it was introduced almost 2 full years ago with Infinity War. I know, it's been time, ladies and gentlemen, and I finally did it. We are at stage 95 for Proxima. It's taken a lot of time, it's taken a lot of sweat, it's taken a lot of crystals and a lot of cash, getting those CTPs of rage, getting those mythic uniforms, those tier 3s. But we are finally here. Now, what's really special about this video that I wanted to make for you guys is that we are not just going to do one clear at stage 95, and I'm not going to do the same character clear over and over again from 95 to 99. No. I'm going to show you right here, right now, with these 5 clears that I have today, 5 different teams, 5 different characters, and I am going to push from 95 all the way up to the very last stage, 99. So this is a full day's worth of clears, which means that I can solo, you know, theoretically the hardest stages. Maybe not 99 5 times a day, but I could do 95 to 95 or 95 to 99 5 times a day, at least for one world boss, Proxima. Hopefully Ebony and some other ones will be not that far behind. But here we go with the very first team that I'm going to put together. And this is Captain America, believe it or not. I actually have to go switch over his uniform now. But Captain America is, I think, one of the more difficult characters to get this done. So that's why I'm going to use him first. And let's see how he does. Here we go. First up on the docket, Captain America with Nick Fury lead and Valkyrie. This team up here is going to be really good for Captain America, and we've got a safety net of characters here bringing up the rear to help us ensure that we get this done. Now, basically, the 3 offensive threats for strikers, like the offensive gears here for the strikers, is mostly Weapon Hex. Weapon Hex we're using in addition to Captain America's own all defense down that we covered in a video, and that's going to push the majority of the damage. That's where the majority of the damage is going to come from. Getting that all defense down, maxed out to 100%, and then being able to, you know, hopefully also time the proc, because the rage proc is also going to add a lot of damage there. The other 2 offensive strikers are technically Silver Surfer, and we're not having a lot of luck here critting to trigger our rage proc. But the other 2 strikers that are providing just offense are Thanos and Silver Surfer, just to get the maximum amount of increased damage to supervillains. And then we've got Rachel Summers, who is going to provide some... she actually does provide some offense because she increases the amount of damage that Proxima takes. So that will actually help us. But she's mostly here for mind control. So the mind control is really important to keep Proxima mostly occupied. Mostly occupado. And then Anti-Venom is there to clean up any mistakes that I might make. And believe you me, we end up making mistakes. And also we take damage from the poison clouds right there, because we basically have to sit in the poison clouds waiting for Weapon Hex and waiting for that dang rage proc to activate. Also, apologies that I'm not looking up very often at the camera. It's just really something that I need supreme focus for. And so I cannot afford to look away or sort of divert my attention at all. I think I've got a cat hair on my nose, but oh, she iframed there. Cheeky. We're doing pretty well right now, but yeah, you can see this is a pretty tight clear for Captain America. But we don't even use the tier 3 skill, and we don't have to, because all that damage comes from getting the all defense down to minus 100, which is what Cap does quite easily with the help from Weapon Hex, and then on top of that, just hitting her. And you notice that even when I don't proc the CTP of Rage on with my 4th skill, if I hit her after that, after I've accumulated, kind of built up the all defense down, if I hit her with other skills, they do actually enhance damage. And you can see there, like 1 and 2 seemed like they did a lot more damage than they usually do. Simply because we had worked that all defense down to 100% to minus 100%. Now we're hitting a little bit of a roadblock here because I think we've gotten off track. Off track meaning that Weapon Hex was hitting after Captain America, or I think I maybe waited too long in between. So I have to just make sure to constantly apply that all defense down at the right time and not be late. That's really the important thing here, because otherwise your all defense down gets applied first. Cap's all defense down when I say yours. And of course, everybody knows that the minus 30% cap for Cap is a heck of a lot worse than the minus 100 that Weapon Hex is going to give us, you know, that upside down cup for, baby. So we're doing pretty well right now. We've got just about 2 bars left. Okay, don't want to jinx it here. This is technically my second try. I just want to let you guys know this is not my very first try. My very first try I canceled after about 12 seconds of recording because we had already run into some timing issues. And you'll get it down. You'll get the timing down. The timing is just basically to press 4 after you see Weapon Hex pressing or attacking, and just trying to line that also up with your see, there we just screwed up. Trying to time that up with your crit, or sorry, not your crit, with your rage proc. Well, it's your crit. It's your crit from your rage proc. Okay, we are still behind here, so we're kind of falling short at the moment. It's okay. We still have enough time to fix this. There we go. We're back on track. It's such a fickle process. It's such a fickle process. So you can make mistakes and sort of lose it. But if you grind it out, you'll get there. And there we go. 21 seconds left. Stage 95. Nick Fury, Captain America, and Valkyrie. Impossible to do without Weapon Hex, but 100% possible with the good Captain. And those are my rewards. And here we go with the next one. Stage 96, we have Sabretooth now with Dr. Voodoo lead and Shuri. We have almost the exact same strikers, except this time around we are going to be bringing in Apocalypse. Now, Apocalypse is here to provide even more mind control, because we really don't want Proxima to do anything. And then, of course, Weapon Hex is there to just, enhance that all defense down and put in that massive damage. That's what you want to see. You want to see those really dirty bars that's just flying. Yes. And you can see he has so much burst damage when he gets it to rock. And it's such a simple rotation. Just 2 skills. Look at that. Beautiful. CTP of energy. Oh, so beautiful. Hit Sabretooth and Deadpool are actually the only characters on this list of 5 who can actually do a stage this high in the 90s without a CTP of Rage. So I think it's really impressive for both Sabretooth and we got guard broken there. It's really impressive for both Sabretooth and Deadpool. Now, the only thing that's really stopping this run from going well, besides you can get some RNG with some bad RNG with Weapon Hex, is getting guard broken too much by the tornadoes. The tornadoes can guard break you when you're charging up your 3rd skill, and that can definitely we're going to get guard broken again here. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, but if you get guard broken, it can definitely have a negative impact on your clear speed. So just try to pay attention to that. If you see yourself getting guard broken a lot, and you see Sabretooth just standing there instead of doing his 3rd skill, then you know that's the reason why. We're actually on a bad synergy, not synergy, like we're behind, basically. There we go. I got lucky there, but we were behind. There we got guard broken. Yeah, we were behind on the proc, but we're okay now. Let's see if we're gonna be early here. Oh, nice. We weren't early. Okay. So things are going well for us, despite the fact that we got guard broken twice. Not bad. There's that big damage. Perfect. Yes. And he might be able to go even higher than 96. Although my build is actually quite good with the Mythic uniform. Got a few Odin's Blessings. And who knows? Maybe he can go even higher with a Rage CTP. But I'm really happy with what he can do with an energy, and so I have no reason to want to swap him over for a Rage, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. Am I right? Why would I spend another Rage when he can do this with an energy? So if you need a clearer for Proxima, if you need a physical damage character, especially for Proxima, gosh, he's so good. We're gonna pop the team up skill here just because I don't want any sort of problems happening with Proxima attacking me. She did get the words off. You could see there that it said that she was going to launch countless spears. We have to pay very close attention to make sure those spears don't actually launch. because that will kill Sabretooth. However, the problem right now is we are off the proc. Yeah, we're like severely off the proc. So we're gonna miss the rotation on purpose and reset for the next rotation with this 3-5. Okay, that worked pretty well. And so many tornadoes. We got guard broken there. We're getting interrupted a little bit more than we want to, and I was a little bit scared that she was going to shoot those purple spears at me and basically kill the run. The problem with those purple spears is that they force you to switch characters and run away, so that eats up like, you know, minimum 10-15 seconds of time. But the nice thing is Sabretooth gets that time back in a hurry. He is fast. He's doing half a bar to a bar every single rotation, and it's beautiful. Nice, nice. So good. A little bit ahead there, but still, the damage is not bad. One thing you could do if you wanted to avoid getting guard broken by tornadoes is up his dodge. Try to up his dodge. And a CTP of Rage would help with that, of course. But you definitely don't need it. It would just be maybe one different way of approaching the situation to not get guard broken. The only other thing would be if there was a villain who gave super armor or guard break immunity to allies like Nick Fury does for heroes, but we don't have that yet in the game. We're really, really tight for time here. Come on, Sabretooth. Don't let me down, baby. We got this. We got this. Yes, 19 seconds left. Stage 96. Sabretooth gets it done. Second try. Beautiful. Oh, it was so good. We get the CCF. No CCF. We just get the Conqueror level. No other rewards besides the Conqueror level. That's okay. Moving on to stage 97. If Namor and Deadpool are doing 98 and 99, who could do 97? Quicksilver? Mr. Fantastic? Wolverine? No. It's Crescent and Io. And I'm not joking. This is actually legitimately who I'm using. And I know you might be thinking that this is a joke or that I'm, you know, I gone crazy, but no. Crescent can actually do this. And I'm going to show you the power of Crescent. Look at that damage. That is just wild. Yeah. Really, really crazy damage. And it's all thanks to the combination of all defense down and accumulation. So it's kind of like Sharon Rogers and Captain America. I was a bit late there with the tier 3, but it's kind of like Sharon Rogers and Captain America rolled into one. You're getting the all defense down stacked to 100% to minus 100% with Crescent's tier 3 skill. And then you're getting, ooh, look at that. And then you're getting, nice. This is like my best run. Wow. And then you're also getting the accumulation that Sharon Rogers has, except it's on Crescent's second skill, and it only lasts for 4 seconds. So it's definitely a lot sketchier in terms of the timing, and it's definitely a lot more difficult to play. There's like no damage there for some reason. It's definitely a lot more difficult to play. This is not my first or second run by a long shot. I wish it was, but no, I've been here for quite a while practicing this. But on the plus side, she can do it. So that is a really big plus to take away and see the damage just completely obliterating Proxima. It's really crazy when you can get it to land properly. The damage is really, really nice. You just got to follow the rotation very, very closely. And sometimes you don't get much damage. Sometimes the damage is bad. It's not nearly as consistent as you're gonna get from some other characters. Like we kind of goofed up the rotation. It's not what you're gonna get from. Wow, have I been snared forever? Jesus Christ! She just was not moving at all. I don't know what happened there. It's definitely not as consistent as someone like Captain America, but the damage potential is definitely a lot crazier if you can get things to land. Now, I'm going to try to explain what Scarlet Witch is doing on the team. I'm just trying to focus to not mess this up because this is a really difficult clear. But basically, Scarlet is on the team to keep Wow, look at that damage. It's pathetic. I don't know what the hell goes. Honestly, sometimes World Boss is so shady, so sketchy. Like your characters do like 0 damage, and you're just staring at it, and you're like, what is going on? Actually, what is going on? I need to know. What is going on? I can't press any of my skills. What is happening? I'm trying to press the co-op skill and nothing is happening. Crescent's just standing there staring at me like I'm drunk. I don't know what is wrong with this game right now. Anyways, so Scarlet is there. Man, I keep getting snared. This is like, oh, I think I'm gonna die. Great. Okay. Oh, let's see what happens here. So Scarlet is there to keep Proxima from moving, and the reason for that is that at the beginning of Crescent's tier 3 skill, she creates this sort of rocky area underneath, and that rocky area, we just missed another proc, but we're not going to panic because I really just need to get this cleared. Yes, that's what we need to see. We need to see massive bars of damage. Anyways, she creates this rocky area, and the rocky area, if the boss moves away, it just doesn't do anything. And so I think that is sort of the key to part of Crescent's power, to get that rocky area, to keep the boss in there, so that you can do the maximum amount of damage. We are having a bit of a hard time right now, but hopefully we will still be able to get this done here. We need big damage here. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're in a good position to win. We got lots of time. But man, when the damage falls off, it's scary. When the damage just disappears, again, on a stage this high, knowing that, you know, one hit and the boss will kill you, first of all. Second of all, knowing that, you know, if you waste time, you will legit, like, I could still run out of time and lose here. That's the crazy part about being at this high of a stage. There is definitely a level of anxiety that comes with playing, because, I mean, we're going to get this here, but I definitely could have messed it up. So, damn, 23 seconds left, stage 97. Crescent finally gets it to go. That took me like 20 tries, no lie. Ugh, for my spoils, we got some Awakening Crystals, and that's it. Cool. Stage 98, Namor. Now, I did think this was going to be easier than it has been. And unfortunately, the strikers have just not cooperated with me at all. I don't know if it's just RNG or if it's my RNG, but I've had a really rough time of it. And I think that is something that I do want to highlight for Namor specifically. I was a bit late with his tier 3 skill there, but that's something I want to highlight with Namor specifically, that the damage here looks really nice, and you're like, whoa, Namor's so good. But the damage can really slow down in a hurry, almost on cue as I'm talking about it. It starts to slow down because he's at the mercy of the strikers and the all defense down. Now, Namor's base damage is absolutely absurd. His own standalone base damage. That's why he's one of the fastest giant boss raid clears in the game, because his base damage is just that strong. And so when you combine a character that has strong base damage with all defense down, you know what happens, right? The problem is you can't always combine the strikers, right? Sometimes the strikers just don't want to cooperate. They don't want to work in harmony, and they sort of fight each other. And so you have situations like this where the bar is like just creeping along, and there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to really change that. Now, I could take out Rachel, or I could take out Scarlet for Rachel, but I find that 2 all defense down strikers is just not enough against Proxima. I don't know if she has some sort of debuff or what's going on, but there's some shenanigans or something like that. And then the good thing about Scarlet instead of Rachel is Scarlet actually keeps Proxima like still. Proxima doesn't move, Proxima doesn't attack, which is nice, because at this stage the damage is absolutely bonkers that you take. Anybody gets 1 or 2 shotted, it's you know, it's just the way that it is. I don't know how she got free. I don't understand how she's attacking. I was literally just praising you, Scarlet, and then you just decided to F off. I like, I don't understand. Playing these high levels makes me loathe the striker system as a whole. Because even when you have a crazy build character in their tier 3 and you know that they can clear the stage, you have these wild inconsistencies. Like, look at this. He could easily do bars on bars on bars if the strikers cooperated, but then when they don't, it's just garbage. He just has this garbage rotation, and I just don't understand. Like, what? Okay, what's going on? All right, we're doing good damage. We're doing good damage. Don't question it. Just go with it. Okay. But yeah, I almost wish there was a system where you didn't need strikers at all, or where you could, like, I don't know, where you could just make things more specific, because there is the sad thing is there's still a lot of RNG here, and people who are hoping to see like an RNG-less battle, that's not the case. As you saw, like, it took us a minute to get down from 11 bars to 10 bars, and then we got down from 10 bars to 9 bars in like another 30 seconds. So the actual time that it takes is completely dependent on what these strikers want to do. I mean, I even when I know what they're going to do, I don't know in what order they're going to do it, which then messes it up. But yeah, for some reason, just 2 all defense down strikers doesn't seem to be cutting it for Proxima. So that's why I'm bringing along Scarlet, even though I know that she has anti-synergy with Weapon Hex. Just Invisible Man doesn't seem to be doing enough. And I could have tried Negasonic, I guess, but then the problem is you have to sub out either not Apocalypse. You have to sub out either Thanos or trying to press the co-op skill and it's not working. You have to sub out either Silver Surfer or Thanos to get mind control. And then the other problem is Rachel doesn't seem to mind control as often as Scarlet does. So there are quite a few inconsistencies. But look at that damage. It's insane. When the damage flies, he's so fast. Like I said, he can clear stage 90 with 2 minutes left if things go according to plan. He's the fastest clear if things go according to plan. The problem is with RNG, things don't always go according to plan. But there we go. We got it. Stage 98, 44 seconds left. A little bit slower than I wanted, but we're 1 stage away from victory. What did we get for the rewards? Absolutely nothing. Complete garbage. Finally, we saved the best for last. Stage 99, Deadpool. And this one is really interesting because we're using Enchantress leadership. Enchantress's leadership is, you know, Enchantress basically wasn't being used at all on my roster. So the fact that I found a reason to use her is beautiful. And then the other thing that's hilarious about this clear is this is the easiest clear on the hardest stage. I can still get one-shotted, so I still have to be careful. And it's a 2 skill rotation. I don't even need to do 2. I am doing 2, but I don't really need to. So it's really just 5 and 4. I don't even need to do the tier 3 skill. Now I'll talk briefly about the strikers, but I want to remind you guys for Deadpool, do not bring any all defense strikers. Don't bring Weapon Hex. Don't bring Scarlet. Don't bring anybody. Just bring strikers that are gonna mind control Proxima or the boss, whoever it is, without dealing all defense. So don't bring don't bring Scarlet. So Apocalypse is good. Rachel Summers is good as well. And then just bring characters that I got scared for a second. Then bring characters that increase your damage to supervillains. So right there, Thanos and Silver Surfer gives me an extra 24%. It doesn't matter that they're only striking when I get attacked. I'm not getting attacked, but they're just there to bump up my damage. And then Mr. Fantastic, he attacks for me, or he attacks with me, I should say, and he also does increase damage to supervillains. But this is so easy compared to everything else. This is the most now. He went from the least consistent to the most consistent tier 3 clear. I'm talking about Deadpool compared to anybody else that I was talking about before. You know, Crescent, way more consistent than Crescent. Crescent's probably the least consistent. And then the most consistent would be Deadpool, and everyone else kind of falls in the middle. But man, so consistent, so strong. And you just need to mind control her so she doesn't hit you. The thing is, she can 100% kill you in one shot. But you don't let her kill you in one shot because you're constantly hitting her. You're constantly mind controlling her with the strikers and stuff. You can cancel. You can do the co-op skill and then cancel it. You don't want to let the co-op skill run because Deadpool will do his 3rd skill. And that will mess up your all defense. The only risky part is right here because she's free. So I actually will do my tier 3 skill to get some strikers to come in and sort of ensure that she's going to be, you know, mind controlled and taken care of. We'll miss a proc. It doesn't matter. We're going to the next proc. But we just want to be safe because one hit from those spears and you're toast. She does insane damage at this level. And you just don't want to try it. Almost no character can survive a straight shot at stage 99. From Proxima. So yeah, this is so easy, so smooth. probably the only character that I would want to continue doing high stages on Proxima with. High stages being like above 90. Unless I was doing it for a video or something, if I was casually playing myself, I don't think I would want to play with Crescent, Captain America, Namor, or Sabretooth, just because it takes a lot of focus. I have to be staring at my phone for 5 minutes straight. It could be a 5-minute fight. It can be ruined. I mean, this fight can be ruined too, again, if she gets free of the mind control somehow and she kills me. But the chances of that are astronomically low because of the way that I've set it up. If you don't have these expensive strikers, you can sub in Apocalypse or Rachel for Molten Man. Not as good, but a possibility. You can also try to use Ebony. That means when she hits you, she'll get mind controlled. But yeah, who would have thought Deadpool, stage 99, Lady Holiday Deadpool uniform. Look at that. 1 minute and 45 seconds left. Bada bing, bada boom. I love it. Stage 99. We did it, boys. We did it. That's my first stage 99 clear. Pretty hype about it. Didn't get any of these. Are the worst world boss rewards I've gotten in a hot minute. No booty boxes, no CCF, 1 awakening crystal, no Odin's blessings, but it's all good. I do it for the content, I do it for the entertainment, I do it for the challenge, and I do it for you. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.